Yury Vasilyevich Bondarev was a renowned Russian writer and journalist born on February 15, 1924, in the small town of Orsk in the Urals. He is known for his realistic portrayal of war and its impact on the human psyche. Bondarev's father was a railway worker, and his mother was a teacher. He grew up in a working-class family and was deeply influenced by his parents' values and beliefs. He began writing at a young age and was a voracious reader. In 1942, Bondarev volunteered for the Soviet Army and fought in World War II. He served in various military units and participated in many battles, including the Battle of Kursk and the Battle of Berlin. His experiences in the war deeply affected him and inspired much of his later writing. After the war, Bondarev studied at the Maxim Gorky Literature Institute in Moscow and began his writing career. He wrote several novels, including The Hot Snow, The Shore, The Citadel, and The Road to Berlin, which depicted the harsh realities of war and its impact on soldiers and civilians alike. He wrote several novels, including The Hot Snow, The Shore, The Citadel, and The Road to Berlin, which depicted the harsh realities of war and its impact on soldiers and civilians alike. He wrote several novels, including The Hot Snow, The Shore, The Citadel, and The Road to Berlin, which depicted the harsh realities of war and its impact on soldiers and civilians alike. He wrote several novels, including The Hot Snow, The Shore, The Citadel, and The Road to Berlin, which depicted the harsh realities of war and its impact on soldiers and civilians alike. Bondarev was also a journalist and wrote articles for various newspapers and magazines. He was a member of the Union of Soviet Writers and received many awards for his writing, including the Lenin Prize in 1967. In addition to his writing, Bondarev was also involved in politics and served as a member of the Soviet Parliament from 1984 to 1989. He was a vocal critic of the Soviet system and was a supporter of democratic reforms. Bondarev died on March 29, 2021, at the age of 97. He is remembered as one of Russia's most prominent writers and a powerful voice for humanism and peace. Bondarev's works were translated into many languages and were widely popular both in Russia and abroad. His novels were not only admired for their literary qualities but also for their realistic portrayal of war and the psychological impact it had on soldiers and civilians. The Hot Snow, 1959, was his first novel and became an instant success, selling over 1 million copies in its first year. The novel was based on Bondarev's own experiences during the war and followed a group of soldiers as they fought their way across Ukraine and into Germany. The Shore, 1961, explored the emotional trauma of war on soldiers returning home from the front. The novel was praised for its nuanced portrayal of the complex psychological effects of war on individuals. The Citadel, 1965, was a powerful indictment of war and its destructive impact on human society. The novel portrayed the senselessness of war and the devastating effects it has on the lives of ordinary people. The Road to Berlin, 1962, was a vivid depiction of the final days of the war as Soviet soldiers fought their way into the heart of Nazi Germany.